This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, hello, how you doing? Got a question for you. Would you like to live longer? Yeah, why not? Sure, we've still got plenty of adventures to be had, eh? Not quite ready to shuffle off yet, are we? Okay, so today we're going to talk about the science behind how social connections help us to live longer. Because social connection, it's not just emotionally important, it is biologically important too. So, meaningful relationships matter more than you might think. Many scientific studies have found that strong human relationships are one of the biggest predictors of a long and healthy life. Now, when you listen to the conversation around health and longevity, it often centers on physical habits. So, yes, you got to eat healthy, exercise more, sleep well, blah, blah, blah. We know this. And yes, of course, all these things do matter. But researchers studying longevity have also discovered that people with strong social connections consistently tend to live longer and healthier lives. And we're not talking here about romantic relationships, although that might be part of it, but friendships, community, mutual emotional support, a sense of belonging. And as you might imagine, the opposite is also true. Chronic loneliness has been linked to increased stress, higher inflammation, heart disease, anxiety, depression, even cognitive decline. Some researchers have even compared the health risks of long term loneliness to smoking or chronic inactivity. I mean, whoa, that's quite big, isn't it? So that's how powerful connection and the lack of it is to our physical and emotional health. So what exactly is going on in our bodies when we feel socially connected that makes it so beneficial? Well, very simply, when we spend time with people that we trust and feel safe around, our nervous system relaxes. The stress hormones like cortisol decrease. Oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, increases. Your blood pressure can improve, and you might find that your sleep improves too. Emotionally safe relationships help the body to regulate itself. And this particularly matters, I think, for women over 35, 40 onwards, because as we get older, life can easily become quite isolating. Your friendships change. Maybe people move or they just have different priorities. Your kids are getting older, so you're not meeting people on the school run anymore. Maybe your career becomes more demanding, so you've got less mental and physical energy for socializing, all that stuff. Divorce, grief, caregiving, menopause, burnout. Bit by bit, they quietly reshape our social world. And then you can easily find yourself surrounded by people and yet still very much emotionally disconnected. And this feels off because human beings are wired for connection. This goes all the way back to caveman times when we all lived in groups. It always goes back to the caveman, doesn't it? I'm aware I've mentioned this quite a few times. But it's true, though. You know, we started off living in tribes, and that is where our brains feel safe. But you don't need a huge tribe to get these benefits. The research has also found that it is the quality of our relationships that matters, much more so than the quantity. Less means more. So just having one honest conversation or one trusted friend that you spend time with or one community where you feel like you belong. These kinds of connections will have measurable positive effects on your mental and physical health because feeling emotionally supported changes how we cope with stress, how we recover from trauma and difficulties, and even how we perceive life itself. Connection creates resilience. So remember that your relationships are not a luxury. They are part of your physical and mental well being. Making time for friendship is never selfish, never wasted, and it shouldn't be a luxury in your life. Put it at the center of your life. Spending time with a friend matters. Calling somebody back matters. Joining a group, having a coffee, reaching out first, it all matters. These wee moments of connection will be doing far more for your health than you realize. So I'm going to challenge you to connect with somebody today. Send a text, send an email, make a call, reach out. Who feels safe to you? Who is there that you always feel better for being in their company? Or where could you go to make some new connections? Maybe you could sign up for a course, volunteering, an event, a challenge. But do something today. Start that ball rolling today, right now. Because longevity is not just about how long we live, it's also about how connected, supported, and emotionally alive we feel while we're here. You know, the healthiest thing you can do, I can do, is simply not to go through life alone. Taking care of your relationships is also taking care of yourself. So reach out to somebody or something today and let me know how you get on with that. Send me a message. I love to hear from anybody who's listening, and you'll always get a reply from me. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.